Kubiak's Houston Texans. Game tied at 21, 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter as the Packers bring on the punt team. Jeremy Capino signed this week after the release of Derek Frost to punt, and he stands at his own 48. Trying to deliver this one high in the air. It's a spiraling punt, and it takes a bounce. Great job. Jeremy Capinos pitching pennies, and this one is down at the 2. A 35-yard punt.
In his first game as a Packer, Gus, his first punt was 25 yards, but from then on, he has punted great. And this one is the best play of the day.
Spencer Havner just called up, downs the football.
Cavanos hasn't even been here long enough to know you're supposed to jump up when you do the little chest bump thing. He's not familiar with that rule of the team.
So with 1:49 remaining, Houston with one timeout at their own 3-yard line. Slayton. And Slayton gets to the 5. So let's take a look at the NFC North as the Packers started the day 2 games behind Minnesota. Minnesota beating the Lions, who fall to 0-13. So Green Bay calling a timeout. They now have 1 remaining. So the story of this game, Steve, turnovers.
No question. You look back at what happened. Started early on, going in for the touchdown, boom, on the ground, going the other way for the Packers. Then the nice interception. And then a fumble by Slayton, which happened right after a fumble didn't get overturned, which should have. And then, of course, Jacoby Jones dropping the punt, set up the tying touchdown by the Packers. 21 points by Green Bay, 21 points off turnovers.
2nd down and 7 for Matt Schaub, who missed the last 5 weeks after a knee injury suffered against Minnesota. Football at his own 6. Play fake, Schaub throwing out of his own end zone, dumps it to Leach with running room, and Vontae Leach all the way up to the 28-yard line. Nick Collins knocks him out of bounds, but it's a 22-yard gain. And the clock stops at 1:34. And there's an injured player, looks like Nick Collins, hurt on the Texans sideline.
Yeah, Vontae Leach comes out and they just forget about him. Poppinga lets him go after hitting him once and then turns inside because he thinks that the ball's going somewhere else. And then there's where, Leach just lands on his lower left leg here as he rolls over, and you can see right there.
Vontae Leach is a load.
Yeah, he
6
is.
feet, 253 pounds.
We've seen that play once or twice earlier today as well. When he catches the ball going up the sideline, he is not running out of bounds.
Now, where do the Texans have to go
They've got
to get in Kris Brown territory?
Well, they can try anything from 55 or less, and they can even try it from 60 or less. But to have a legitimate shot at it, it's got to be 50 yards or less. Anything over 50 yards is 50-50. But they'll try it, Gus, with time running out. Obviously, they'll try it no matter what the distance.
1st down and 10 now for Matt Schaub at the 28-yard line. 1:34 to go. Bad snap. He picks it up and runs. And is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and is lucky to still have the football.
Yeah, it's not going to call it. I think what he'll do is just run the same play again.
Here's Schaub, flag on the play, free play, and this one is caught by the speedy tight end, the wide receiver, David Anderson.
Well, that could not have worked out better for the Texans, Gus. It was a free play, and now not only did they get the 1st down, the clock stops while they do the penalty and sort that out. The Texans have time to gather themselves. Anderson just running a little shallow cross right behind Daniels. And that's when you're in man coverage, Gus, all you need is one little crease and it could turn into a long play.
First down and 10 at the 44. 1:09 to go. Schaub throwing, and once again it's Anderson. David Anderson stopped by Charles Woodson but gains 5 yards. As Kris Brown gets off the bench and puts his helmet on, he'll start warming up. Schaub looking over the middle. Owen Daniels, and they're in field goal range now. Daniels down to the 25.
Yeah, they're going to let the clock run down, Gus. They may spike. He's motioning to spike it. I don't even know if I would. I'd just let the clock run, get down and try your field goal.
A 27-yard gain.
The Packers are in man coverage all the way across the board. Daniels has the hesitation and then the jump move. Bishop got caught freezing his feet. That's a great play call by Kubiak. If you've got man coverage all the way across, if one guy takes a wrong step defensively, somebody's coming open, and Matt Schaub found him.
So with 27 seconds left, Green Bay out of timeouts. Houston has 1 left. Slayton, 2 hands on the football. And he keeps going forward and goes down at the 21, A.J. Hawk. The clock winding down.
Yeah, they're going to wind it down to about 3 or 4 seconds. Call the timeout. He says 6 seconds maybe.
So they stop it at 4. Kris Brown, 8 career game-winning field goals. Today, he's been good from 30 yards out, 41 yards out, and he has missed a 41-yarder. And this one will be from about 40 yards away.
Yeah, it'll be right at the 30-yard line, maybe a hair inside of it. But this is exactly what this is why Matt Schaub was smiling at the beginning of this drive. He wanted the opportunity to do this with his team. This is the early one, right before halftime, just wide right. I'll tell you guys, if you're the Packers, now the odds are against you. You don't get these kickers in the NFL coming out here going 3 for 5. They may go 4 out of 5. Usually they'll go 5 of 5, 4 of 4. If they miss on a day, it's only once. But this is no gimme.
So, Kris Brown in to attempt a 40-yarder. Matt Turk is holder. Brown for the win. It's up and good. And the Houston Texans come into Lambeau and defeat the Packers 24-21. Matt Schaub with a 40-yard field goal to win it. Kris Brown, with a 40-yard field goal to win it as Matt Schaub led him down the field.
And there was no doubt when he kicked that when it cleared the line of scrimmage, it was right down the middle. And I'll tell you, Gus, when your team, if you're the head coach and your team's -3 on the takeaway, you can't watch. You can't even watch the kick. Gary Kubiak with his back to the play, and Mike McCarthy, he saw it all.